Welcome back to Between Keyboard and Chair with me, Patinator.
It's me, Puanti.
Apparently, my jokes are not allowed here because talking about pedophilia in 2 weeks in a row doesn't look good. So let's head straight into the episode.
Thanks for the lampshade.
Okay.
To be clear, we are not.
Don't make it clear because that's not something you have to clarify. If you have to clarify that you don't have, that you don't have AIDS and you're trying to have sex with someone.
You know what? I'm good with the AIDS thing. It always get me in jail.
So we both watched Defenders, and we both agree it's 75% good show.
Thank you, Mark Bernardin, for that.
Oh my god!
Oh boy, yeah. So Defenders jumped in a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's fairly safe to talk about it now.
Yeah, it was as a whole enjoyable.
Yeah,
that's good. Question mark?
it's a big word.
It's a word, and I mean, let's start with the good. Then the bad, then like an overall discussion. The good, the use of colors, amazing use of colors. Like everyone had their own goddamn theme, and sometimes when they interact, they switch the colors around just to make the contrast. Like you're in my neighborhood now.
Yeah, I like it when it really is an extension of their characters and their neighborhoods.
Yeah,
despite being in one place. Like we all know it's just in New York.
Yeah, except Luke Cage, because everything is Luke Cage's.
Yeah, but like for the most part, it's like everything's in New York. It's just the different facets of New York have this different character where the place becomes a character in itself. Yeah. So that was nice.
And with that little detail when they went to the Chinese restaurant, all the colors were in the sign. Like, all right, which is also my favorite part of that show, but part of that series in terms of just the interaction part, because that's where you kind of see Danny Rand being a human being rather than a poorly written caricature of a rich person.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I bought the restaurant. And like, that's pretty cool. That's the Danny Rand I want to watch.
That's a baller move, Danny.
I was promised this in the first season. What the shit, you guys. I wanted fight scenes, not sweet courtroom deals. What the shit?
Yeah, so that was good. I really liked that they kind of pulled the supporting cast with them.
Yeah, it was kind of neat seeing all the supporting, seeing Patsy, seeing Karen like interact with each other, like they're all bitch please, we're all cool here.
I just my thing, like I wish they were longer scenes with them.
Yeah,
like I wanted more interaction with them almost organically. So
they didn't. The secondary teams didn't really interact until the police station.
Yeah, until the police station. But even like one of those things that I think I liked about the Daredevil show, even in its second season, was that the supporting cast was very strong still. Yeah,
they made Matt's little internal conflict, which I guess everybody knew how that internal conflict was going to resolve. Will I be a lawyer or Daredevil? Like, both, you fuck.
Or just Daredevil. I think he really likes Daredeviling.
I like punching people.
He's not making money being a lawyer. Might as well punch skulls, right?
That's true. He would make more money mugging muggers. Sorry, Daredevil needs to eat.
Look at the Robin Hood, this one with a 10% cut.
Steals from you, gives to the devil. Devil needs new suit.
Gives the devil his due. Is this before he punches people?
Who's fixing his armor?
I don't know. Yeah, who's putting the needle through the thread?
Like, I ruined it.
Also, his place is a dump. That's what we learned.
That's true. His place is a dump, but it's nice to know. But no, there's some weird stuff in there, like new light fixtures. Like he's not pretending to not be a blind man. So he looked at a contractor after, not the earthquake, but after like the hand or like whoever trashed it in season 2, and like put in the light fixtures. Because I get a lot of visitors.
Because I'm an ace attorney.
Clearly. I have friends. I have like all the fucking friends.
The contractor probably looked at him weird.
Yeah, alright. Whatever you say, buddy.
It's your money.
And he has your light fixtures. Like, what the fuck? And his fucking fridge is full of just beer. Beer and water. Man, I like Garbage Matt.
Garbage Man is the worst and the best.
Yeah.
His place is a fucking dump. Like I wasn't so sure if I saw the right things, but like it's just garbage on the floor.
Yeah, he basically doesn't clean up. He barely lives there.
And I'm wondering, does he see this? Then I realized, fuck no, of course not.
To him, it's like it's just another thing I'm thinking. It might be a rat. Let's not provoke it.
Let's not provoke stuff. Like I don't want to fight a rat. It knows more karate than I do.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Which is what Master Splinter would say if you caught him fucking tiny rats. It's not an image now you can't unsee.
But it's now in your head.
There.
Yeah, so what other good things we liked about the show?
I actually, the thing is, aside from Luke Cage's music, and I tell you what, it's partly because of the genre of music. A lot of the, like, that's the most striking music for me. Like, Luke Cage's scenes, I feel like the director really loved putting Luke Cage on the screen. Like, his transitions were the best, very clearly his.
Yeah.
And it's very like, it's the spirit of Harlem fucking that lady from...
Clerks 2.
That's the one.
That's
also,
the one.
that one shit. Alexander. That we all know when she had like pendulous breasts in that scene. That weird, awkward interaction we had, where I don't know if it's like, is he trying to really be straight here? Because I've read myself some history, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't into this. I'm not a student in history. Did you have a history minor? What was Alexander?
No. Our other friend had a history minor.
Yeah.
I had the no minor.
Oh wait, yeah, you're like
the no minor zone apparently, where I have avoided to, like, I have almost enough credits. Like I'm short by maybe one
for each,
for either a comm minor or a history minor, and I avoided both because apparently one didn't exist. So I just gave up on life.
Fuck it, we're done here.
Fuck it, no comm minor for comm. Fuck it, I'm done here. Fuck this. And then I just went for history for fun because apparently, like, I like old shit.
So was he bi or was he gay? Because I'm sure he wasn't just straight.
I don't think there was the idea of that.
No, it was just like, I liked fucking this thing.
Yeah, he in a weird way, I think, at least for the Macedonians and the Greeks, I don't quote me as historians, but I don't know if they have the way we perceive homosexuality as they did before.
Were they pre-Greek or post-Greek?
They're pre-Greek. I guess pre-Greek, Macedonia. So for them, doing dudes is not a sign of effeminate.
It's just a thing they like to do.
It might actually be more masculine somehow.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Greeks were like, little boys are awesome.
So there's that.
I just can't dodge this pedophilia thing. Go on.
You heard it here first. He can't.
You fuck.
Under a bus. 7 minutes in.
God damn it.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. He probably liked both.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
And that's what you get for talking about... She has a name, Pat. What's the actress's name?
Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson. When we talk about her tits, you get into a history lesson. Not as much of a history lesson as you would with Alexandra Daddario, where you go back in time and look and compare her breast to every breast you've seen before. And those breasts pale in comparison.
A transcendent experience.
And then
like looking into the eyes of God himself.
And looking at your whole tit life. Whether you're straight or gay, whatever your original gender is, whatever your taste is, you look at those and you think about, can I compare to this? Which I guess is what people will look at when they watch Defenders. Is this the kind of experience that they had with the Avengers? Because the Avengers had a lot of build-up with their movies to bring it together, unlike, say, Justice League, but like...
Oh boy, don't have fuck. You know what?
His trident has 5 prongs. His trident
a 5-dent. It's an improvement from the old trident.
You can stab 5 fish with it.
5 fish at once?
5 fish at once.
5 fish at once. Oh man, he is the best king of the sea.
Yeah, but that's what you think of defense. Do you think this was worth the build-up of like those 4? Those 3 good shows in that other one?
Okay.
Iron Fist was shit.
Here's the thing. For me, at least, the answer is, and you'll hate me for this, yes and no.
Fuck.
Right? Fuck it. Sorry, Tim. I'm a barn crash face. Here's the thing. Yes, as a fanboy. definitely.
Oh, qualifications. All right, yeah. As a fanboy.
Yes, as a fanboy, of course, I want to see all of them like interact like and do stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're asking from a writing, like a storytelling standpoint, it's the Avengers was, you can see them. It always leads to it.
Yeah.
Like as even as tacked on as it is, there's the intent of leading to
like
that.
in the Coulson scenes.
Yeah. The Defenders as individual seasons and shows
Had Claire,
but even then there was no intent of being together at the end.
like nothing was pushing them together.
Yeah.
Yet. Like until the Defenders show came up, there was no reason.
There's no reason for them. I mean, you always hoped for, at least I always hoped for interactions across cross promotional stuff.
Yeah, it feels like we should have had those interactions in the seasons, not in the Defenders.
Which was gave me hope when Luke Cage was in Jessica Jones
and in prison,
right?
Yeah.
Again, but like when he was in the show, that it kind of showed that
they could overlap.
they are overlapping. They're overlaps. They can interact in meaningful, non-cameo ways.
Yeah.
And so I was hoping for that. Like that seemed, I think, more natural. I'd rather. Well, I won't say I'd rather, but I think it's more natural if they kind of crossed paths that way instead of having
this one big thing put them together.
Or at the very least, like have it slowly come in. Like I was hoping for a Luke Cage thing in Iron Fist.
Yeah,
I was hoping for some Iron Fist Daredevil crossover.
Or every time they were in trouble with the police, Claire keeps saying, "I know a guy," and it never comes up. It's not even
until this show.
Yeah.
Until this show, right? Like episode 2. Like,
which is weird because Matt isn't doing anything but lawyering.
Yeah. So, it's that kind of like, if you're asking like, does it go in naturally? No, it doesn't quite go in naturally. You never get the implication except until Iron Fist, which was like 4 shows in, that the Hand is a thing beyond Daredevil.
Yeah, because Jessica didn't really mess with them.
Nor did Luke Cage, right?
Because, I mean, they're just ninjas.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Luke Cage would just slap fight the shit out of them.
And which he does. He does it so beautifully.
Which, by the way, is our vote for 5th member of the Defenders should have been Punisher. It's just bang. I hear you needed help, Matt. I'm here for you as your only friend.
As your friend.
As my only friend.
We had a moment in the cemetery, in the rooftop.
Didn't you mean that you need to blow up a building? I've got this. Ex-Marine. That guy has a katana. I have a machine gun.
Infinite bullets.
Look, galore. Misty, I saved your arm. What? You saved my what now?
Oh man.
Yeah, he could have solved all their fucking problems. Madame Gao is psychic. I am gun psychic.
Oh, fist versus gun.
Oh my god. Like, it's really like the Hand doesn't really seem that scary when like the Punisher. I'm just gonna snipe him. Like they can revive him.
Because like the revival is still a process they have to do.
It don't just happen, right?
Yeah, it's not immortality.
So it's like bang, bang, the Punisher, you've been punished.
There's no body to revive.
Bam! Flamethrower.
It's fucking like grenade.
You're sorry? No, and that's why I felt like it was really weird that Matt was like, I should call him. Like,
there won't be a show.
This is clearly a war. And I feel like the Punisher would be invested in someone sinking New York. Right?
Like we need a soldier to fight the war.
Yeah, and I feel like we should also tell Tony. I feel like Tony would be very interested in the shit that's going down and in the dinosaur bones. Mainly the dinosaur bones.
Because holy shit. Yeah. Dinosaur bones in New York.
And keep in mind, I want to know where this is relative to like Spider-Man. So Spider-Man's like, yay, I'm becoming a hero. And they're like, Elektra's back.
I think this can be explained away by a school trip.
Oh yeah, that could be when it happened. Because like, the time frame for this like is like 5 days,
right?
Less.
I mean, like the entire thing happens, which I want to their credit. I do like the timeline.
Like it's short. Like things keep getting
the pressure is like if this happens in the next 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver, great villain. Like
great performance.
Yeah.
Let's I think
Okay, fine,
let's
good.
clarify. I think we agree on that. It's a great performance.
She had great villain moments.
She
like,
does.
Like in the restaurant, like, when did you get here? And then she slinks away. Like, I have the power of infinite stealth. What are you going to do with it? Leave.
Leave. Bye-bye. Like, I'll just watch from my car door.
You got this, Electra.
It's really, I think, the if we're going to transition from the good parts, right? Let's talk about the kind of the not great parts. I think it really becomes an issue of writing.
Well, that's the main issue for Iron Fist, and which is what everybody's waiting for. Iron Fist is a problem, not the actor. The actor has great moments hanging out with Luke. That was great.
Which he didn't see in his own show.
Yeah, because he was just hanging out with traitor bitch Colleen Wing.
Yeah, but like I'd let her betray me any day.
That's not how anything works, and we're going to talk about this over therapy.
But Colleen Wing, to be fair though, she's better here than in Game of Thrones. So like,
She was in Game of Thrones?
she was a sand snake.
Oh fuck, she was the shit Sand Snake. Wait, was she the oldest
How
one?
many of them? But there were 3 bad. They were all shit. She's the one we whipped.
No, Bad
with the
Pussy
whip.
was alright, but mostly for the...
No, bad pussy is bad pussy.
No, but it caught on her nipple. Look, I've discussed this. There are 3 ways to get me killed. Anything mint?
Mint?
Yeah, like mint juleps.
Oh, okay.
Like a drink.
like a trap with mint.
Like a food. Like
Okay,
a food
okay.
with a food or a drink with
As a
drink.
trap, not like you're allergic to mint.
No,
Is
like-
that weird? Because I've seen you like have
Down.
mint. Yeah.
But then I forgot the third one, but the second one is like a threesome. Like I clearly, like they could tell me like we're gonna kill you after having sex, and I'm like, but maybe you won't.
But maybe.
But you don't know what can happen.
Yeah, but so she was just that thing. She was the whip.
That's right.
The whip one.
That was like the worst fight scene.
She was also in Star Wars.
Really?
She was a jet fighter in the
That's weird.
episode 7. She was a fighter pilot.
Wow, she's been around.
Yeah, actually, I think she got the role for Colleen because of those 2 previous
Yeah,
credits.
they saw her like, all right,
Yeah.
why not bring?
She's like one of those rising new stars.
Yeah, like shit, Hannah John Kamen from Jump Killjoys, but you can Killjoys
Yeah.
Dutch.
So I think that's who she was.
That's nice.
And so yes, she can betray me.
Yeah, okay, the writing stuff.
The writing's pretty bad.
But for Iron Fist and there are the 2 points of contention I think are writing and pacing, because we had a first episode that was like, here's what they've been up to, and then nothing about what they've been up to leads into what should be happening.
We just want them to do. Just
get
want them
together.
to be them,
Yeah,
right?
Get to the exciting part.
Yeah,
Because we have 4 seasons of build-up.
yeah.
2 Daredevils, a Jessica Jones, and I'm not counting Fuck Iron Fist. Like that's 12 hours of my life I'm not getting back. But he had one good moment, and that was when he flipped over the car. It's like, oh, they're gonna do Wuxia like wire thing here. No, it's just shit.
That was it.
That's it. That was like that's what I wanted to see. Like simple build-up of Iron Fist. Then he robs a homeless guy.
He's the worst.
Oh my god.
It's not even his fault. It's not even the actor's fault.
It's literally writing, because you see moments where he works with what he has.
Yeah.
And then they have Elektra trick him into opening the door, because Elektra is the best, you guys.
We blame Elektra, man.
Oh Lord, like she like Elektra somehow, the way she was written made me want to see 4 dudes in a courtroom. And not just, like, I found 4 dudes in the courtroom more compelling than hot, sexy ninja action. Like, what the shit? Look what you made me do. I want to see the trials and tribulations of the Kingpin and how Frank will have to deal with the pressure of this. Will he just want to be guilty? Can Matt save his soul? Can Matt talk him out of being suicidal? No. We're ninjas, I guess.
It's just a weird thing to contend with, because Elektra, I think that the way she's presented has always been, oh, you know, the hot ninja girl.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And it's always because like he's Daredevil, you gotta have Elektra.
Yeah, you have to have Elektra, or she's a hot ninja girl and a dangerous ex. Like, that's it. She's not even interesting that way.
Yeah.
And the way she was shoehorned in this particular one, I just don't. I I liked her when she was still kind of struggling with her identity in the start.
Yeah.
When the rebirth part, right?
Yeah.
Fucking spoilers, whatever. That was very interesting for me.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where she's gonna slide.
There's the swing. Like, and every now and then she looked at the size and like, oh yeah, those are kind of like memory thingy.
Those kind of like that's a me thing. Yeah. And especially when she went to Matt's apartment. Creepy as it is, but you see something else there.
Yeah, and then she took the fetal position. And you're like, that the fetal position represents symbolism.
That's science, guys. We found science.
We found the science.
And then the turn in the end was like, wait.
That would have been nice when she turns on. I'm just gonna say Sigourney Weaver because I forgot today. And Sigourney Weaver was nice, but it wasted Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather. I think I would rather have this turn as because like you can see that she's still quite all there.
Yeah.
Right. I would rather have seen that move be justified and not out of nowhere.
And just, it's time for me to lead. Why? I haven't been doing anything.
Right. Like, I would have wanted her to kind of like, because she's dying, right? That's her arc. And that's the annoying part, because that was her arc.
Yeah.
The whole, like, I want to avoid death. And she can't help it, it's biological now. I would rather have her descend into madness of more desperate than desperate, like
completely relying on Elektra.
Right.
Make the shift in power not a stab in the back, but her voluntarily giving it up.
Or just like, as Elektra sees it as like, this is gonna get worse for me.
I will help me by stabbing
if I don't do this, right? Like, because now the head's fighting.
Yeah.
And she's becoming crazier and crazier.
That's also kind of annoying in the hand, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, go on.
So, like, if she like killed her because of those reasons, it's a much more deserved story arc.
It's something that naturally happens rather than we're 2 episodes from the end.
Yeah, and now I have to reference. See, the part is like I don't even. It's not even that she took the leadership. It's like, oh, she now has to do the leadership thing because that's what happened in the comics.
Yeah.
That at one point she was the leader of that. Like, fuck you.
So, yeah, so was Daredevil.
Yeah, which I'm thinking is like season 3 or so.
4?
If it gets to 4.
Freddy's like born again, I think.
Yeah. So, but come on, man. Come on, guys.
Give it room to breathe.
Give it room.
I was actually, like, when I saw it was 10 episodes, like, there was a problem.
8 episodes.
Very short. Like, I thought, like, oh, it's not out yet for some reason.
Yeah.
Like Voltron was split into 2 seasons.
I don't have Voltron in my
Really?
Netflix.
Well, you find it, but it was split into 2 seasons.
It's weird. It might have been region locked.
Maybe.
So, annoying. Not even the old ones, Not even the first 2 seasons. The first season. If I can find it.
But
they have the old one, the classic 80s Voltron.
Yeah, you have that? No.
It's on Netflix for some reason.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright, so that was I think my issue with Elektra, in that she is supposed to be interesting, and she is as a comic character.
Yeah, and the actress tries damn hard to make, because she can act.
Oh yeah,
she has moments where she's clearly conflicted, and there's a clear difference in who she is after the turn.
Yeah, when she's not Black Sky.
Yeah, there's a difference, and then like, what's the script? Well, you stab her. Why?
Just stab her.
Just bitch. Just stab her.
Just do it.
You're Elektra. Just do it.
And I kind of feel bad for the other hand members.
I don't. Fuck Bakuto. Like that is not a well written villain. That is a fantasy. I hated my ex villain.
I like the other one, the Japanese guy.
The guy who only works alone.
Yeah, like
never
him.
does anything right.
Yeah, I want him to be like more successful.
Yeah, but he's dead.
He's so dead.
He's like the only real confirmed death.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
true.
Bakuto, you can argue like, oh, it's a clone or something. Like that one, like you saw him dying, not just die. Like the slow process of death.
You know what I was sick of?
What?
Madame Gao.
Because she's always like the super lady.
Because fuck her, man.
Fuck that old lady.
Because like she serves no purpose anymore.
That's true. She was supposed to be the tie-in for the villains.
She's supposed to be the big bad twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she jumps ship to Iron Fist. And then the reveal here is she's not even top dog.
And for some reason, she's scarier than Top Dog.
Yeah, and then still, she still has no point. Like, what is she trying? We don't know her motives. She has the same lines and presence and time as any other like major antagonist, but you don't know what she's doing.
She never really grew. Like, she's the same from the first time we saw her.
And that was only working because like she was mysterious, but now she can speak English. So the moment she speaks English,
It's over.
you have to make the choice.
Yeah. Reveal more.
Or fucking get her out.
And she's probably the only one confirmed alive after.
Yeah. The only one at this point. Because I think Bakuto's dead.
Oh yeah, he got beheaded.
Yeah. So Electra is the one that's like,
No, he's hello Matthew, because there's an Electra, there's a Daredevil.
I guess. I mean, here's my.
They're like
my
CWing the shit out of us. Like, stop. I get enough of that from Flash.
Hello,
Holy
Matthew.
fuck. Oh my god. I ever shot him. I ever shot Savitar. That's the ending. I'm like, guess I don't need protection anymore. I'm like, you could have done that from the start.
You know, I haven't caught up.
Huh?
I haven't caught up.
Don't care. She shoots Savitar. That's the ending. So she shoots Savitar and Barry walks into the Speed Force. That's it.
Wait, what?
Because someone must be in Savitar's prison or something. And then he
What?
walks in. He's like, wow, I have a happy relationship. Time to fuck this up. And then he gives the finger to everyone. At least he does it in spirit. Like, he doesn't do it literally, but he does.
I kind of wanted to do it literally because, like, at this point, what's the difference, man?
Arrow had a better season ending. Arrow had a good season ender.
Oh, because they needed it.
Yeah,
They
but I
needed
mean... they immediately announced that everyone's contracts was renewed. So they're like, oh, I guess nobody died.
I want one last ride for Arrow. One last ride.
One more season, not bad.
Yeah, one more season, and then that's it. Like,
And then he's just
transition it
cameoing.
out. Yeah, transition it out. Like, fuck it.
Oh,
we
we're
go
getting
show.
Black Lightning next season.
That's true.
And for some reason, Riverdale season 2.
Oh no, because Pat, like, we are not the demographic for Riverdale.
No, forget the demographic thing. I'm the demographic for it. I'm constantly hard on that show. But like, but because the mystery's over. Like, it's a neat little fiery bow, and they're like season 2. Who gives a shit?
Maybe new mystery.
No, Lodge is coming back.
Oh,
Like,
Hiram.
Hiram is coming back from prison, and disappointed that it's not played by Nathan Fillion, because I feel like he'd make a great
You know what? Yeah, I can see that. I can see,
like a rich person who's just
like graying hair and shit.
and everyone is beneath me.
No, I can see that. But it works, I think.
Yeah, so but it's not though. But what is happening is we don't know if Defenders season 2 should happen.
Yeah.
Because personally, I don't feel like when they were writing Iron Fist, when they were writing Defenders, apparently they did not know how Iron Fist was gonna be received.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
So
They think they shot like almost consecutively.
yeah, so but what they thought was that what the thought process is, I bet this will be taken well, so let's make Defenders about Iron Fist.
Yeah.
And which tells me that what I think of their writing aside, they're not in touch with the viewership. Like, they are not on the same page as what they think the viewership will enjoy is not what the viewership enjoys.
Yeah, but I think that's more a function of the time, though, right? This is how production goes.
Yeah, but they were betting on it. They assumed that it would be a positive thing.
What's your fearless predictions for the next, like, as far as Marvel Netflix is coming up, the next few seasons or years?
For each one, Jessica Jones continues to deal with trauma, because what else are you going to write about that story?
Okay.
Or he's going to delve into the same project that altered her and Luke.
Yeah.
Because that was hinted at the end of season 1.
It does.
For Iron Fist, he's going to be Daredevil, and Kingpin will end up owning Rand Industries by the end of the season. Because I want a scene with Vincent D'Onofrio unmasking Daredevil dramatically, and it's Iron Fist, and he's like, but my notes said Matt Murdock. Did you see? I have yellow pad from prison. Circle underlining Matt Murdock. I killed people
with devil
with devil horns. I have a mock-up of him in the costume, and I was like, this is the best thing you've ever done, Kingpin. You're like the best Kingpin ever. And who is this shit?
Fuck you.
And then that's how, Daredevil flies off his radar. It's like, what the fuck? I've been wrong all this time.
He's not even gonna kill him. He's like, you know what? It's not worth it.
This isn't Daredevil.
You're not fun. You didn't beat me up.
Nobody said your hand glowed. I bet he's like the only guy who no-sells that hand. Which, by the way, very inconsistently in the show does more and more from I need to hit something to it's a shockwave.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird that when the hand glows and he fights mooks, they don't explode.
Which they really should.
They really should. Like, just because like he lit it up once and people flew across the room.
Yeah, if you actually hit someone with that, they will die.
They should liquefy.
Inside out.
They should have some CG budget to seeing like humans turn to liquid goo upon the impact of that thing.
Oh, what have I done? I am the immortal Iron Face.
It's just like they could just like hide behind him as he outspreads his hand, and Luke just uses him like a battering ram of sorts.
They just have Luke walk forward punching people.
Because like really like liquefy, just to be consistent with how it's presented.
Yeah. And for Luke Cage, I guess he handles some more street stuff. They didn't really hint at much.
Yeah.
Because he was the most direct. Weirdly, his story directly links into Defenders. Because he immediately gets out of prison.
Yeah.
If anything, he's going to be like, maybe I should get a job. Oh no. Or Jessica Jones and whatchamacallit. And shit. And Luke Cage are going to have its overlap.
See, that one I want. I mean, as much as I like Claire.
That's not how it's supposed to
I really do like Claire, but I kind of see the chemistry and the more interesting chemistry with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
Well, she did ask him for coffee.
Diba? I think that was a good moment. I really like that moment.
Yeah. And to Luke, it's like maybe it's sex. To Jessica, it's like I could use a friend.
Yeah, because like no friends. I had one friend, and she's on radio. That's it. My friend is a radio, and maybe the guy who keeps messing with my stuff at my place.
Yeah.
Man, allergies got you bad.
No, holy shit. Is there a cat here?
No, as far as I know.
Yeah, well, anyway.
My prediction is Daredevil season 3 should be Bullseye.
Oh,
I think that should be Bullseye.
We had Bullseye Party killing Electra because you can't have that.
That's my conflict because I don't want Karen to die.
Shit, that's right. That's in the next supposed arc, which is where Karen should die.
Right? Because
because Kingpin's super pissed at her.
Yeah. So I don't want Karen to die, but like
she has to.
It seems like that's where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the Bullseye. That's where Bullseye comes in. My guess is that Kingpin hires Bullseye from prison.
And my guess is he's still played by Colin Farrell and he's still sticking his tongue out.
Bullseye. Fuck that.
Man, I like Colin Farrell in a lot of things. That wasn't one of them.
I didn't mind him too much with that one because I guess the rest of the movie was kind of a clown car.
Yeah, but if I remember this correctly, Bullseye had the bullseye on his mask, not on his head.
Oh boy, yeah. It's not carved on his forehead.
Because the Bullseye in the comics, and this sounds weird, was more reasonable.
That's saying a lot about Bullseye in the comics.
He was Hawkeye for a time. He was Dark Hawkeye.
Which is weird, because Hawkeye has a brother who's just as good as he is.
Man, Marvel's really weird right now. But what else are your predictions?
That's my prediction for Daredevil. I think the whole... I would rather see Elektra get killed by Bullseye. Just because her arc needs a definite ending.
Yeah, but she'll come back.
Which is what I want to prevent. Like,
just kill her.
Just kill her. Because unless you can figure out how to write Elektra well, and even if, I think... I think that's a, but the thin line they have to cross is to not make it look like fridging.
It's just like we just need to kill her or not.
Yeah, I think it has to be an earned moment.
If they're not, I doubt that they would. As much as I would like that to happen, I doubt that they will. They'll continue to be her as leader of the Hand and just kill Karen.
Oh man, which is worse.
Yeah, I know.
It only makes it worse.
But that gives Foggy an excuse to like.
Buddy up.
Yeah, because Foggy's just looking for a fucking excuse to be a bro again. But like, it's not healthy for you, so I can't help you. But when Karen's did like, oh, I don't have to give a shit right now. Come here for hugs, Matt. Come here for hugs.
Come on, boy. Yeah. Bring it in. Bring it in.
No hands, just hugs.
No hands. I think Iron Fist, for my prediction, I think if they want to kind of save whatever ill will the show has gotten over the past two shows. Make it the tournament story.
Which one? The living weapons?
Yeah, the living weapons, like immortal weapons. Like,
I want to see that. That's just him, like all martial arts,
Yeah,
no
like,
business rooms.
No business rooms. We're all in here for a fight, and they become friends at the end.
And I just want like Khalid Wing there. What the shit? All my martial arts is useless.
Yeah. Like, why do I even have a dojo?
We have a living weapons. You saw a hallucination of one of us in the first season.
Right, because like if they hinted that far already, what's stopping
just having
seeing Fat Cobra?
Yes,
right.
Oh shit! It's also a good way to ring in Davos.
Yeah, like have Davos come in.
Snake, hello.
Like that would be perfect because you keep it, you kind of move it to its natural habitat of like this weird Asian mysticism realm, and see that it's a much bigger. You can expand the mystic universe of Marvel that way.
But it actually is one of the concerns a lot of people had. They did the opposite of what the cinematic universe is. The cinematic universe started with really hard stuff.
Yeah.
Like, very gritty. This one started like, well, mystic shit.
Blind guy, mystic guy.
Yeah.
So, but I think it kind of takes the character into more interesting places because we don't know anything about his time in Kunlun.
No.
We know nothing about his time except for punching a dragon in the heart.
Yeah. I would have headbutted him. I could be the immortal Iron Face.
Just like, plunge it in.
I win. Punch me in the face and suffer. When I glow, I can't see. This is
bad.
This really hurts.
It is bad. But I think that's my like hopeful prediction for the show because. Do you really want
the fun arc?
Because that's a fun arc. Like, do you really want another like argument with the dad of your best friend?
Over what?
I mean, like, come on, man.
You've been ousted from the board. Oh no!
You're not even making boardroom stuff exciting. Like, might as well just punch some dudes in weird costumes. Like.
And then if you really want the hand involved, one of them actually turned to the hand.
Sure, right?
Yeah.
Like, see, any. That's how to make it. Anything than like another round at the courtroom, the boardroom, would be better for him.
Just make this a Dragon Ball season, and we'll be done with it.
People like Dragon Ball, people like tournament arcs. Of course, they would like this. Like, of course.
Right, I'd watch the hell out of it.
Right, and like the best part I think is when you have Davos in the mix, and they have to fight each other.
And then he's like, "Who's Iron Fist? I Steel Serpent now." And then they punch, and then they. For some reason, have different accents despite growing up beside each other in the same dimension. So whatever the fuck, man. Whatever you want, Davos.
Whatever you want, Davos. Like, sure. It might just be an act for him.
Fucker.
Like, have them fight each other, and then, like, I want
this is Mordo all over again.
Yeah. In the... It's presumably 13 episodes they have. Like, they can have them fight the tournament in the first half, and then they become friends trying to shut down something bigger.
I'm gonna save a hand again.
Sure. Or a real dragon on screen. If Game of Thrones can do it, they can do it.
That's actually a good question. Which has the bigger budget? Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has
for sure. For sure, Pat. For every major character in Game of Thrones, they pay $1 million per episode.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not shitting.
That's like Friends money.
It's Friends money. The main Emilia Clarke, Lena Headey, Jon Snow, Kit Harington, and Peter Dinklage all earned, I think, from the last thing I read.
Hold up.
Yeah.
So, none of the Stark people get paid money.
No, John. Well, he's at this point he's technically not Stark. All earn 900,000 per ep.
That's wow.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if Jamie is part of that group.
He's not.
Probably not.
He's a due to antagonist at best.
Yeah. So and then the rest probably get like slightly smaller salaries, right?
Yeah.
And that's just salary of your main actors. It's a sprawling cast, shot on location, abroad, with CGI dragons.
Oh shit. Okay, so they got the bigger budget.
Yeah,
Sorry, Defenders.
Sorry, Defenders.
But we'll hope that they pick you up an ex-hamster like Sense8.
But I think Defenders gaming, they have Netflix money, they have Disney money.
Yeah, they don't have Disney money, I think. I think they're not spending on the production. I think it's strictly a Netflix production.
Well, they could get Disney money if they ask their parents really hard enough. If I'm gonna be a good boy,
They ask Uncle Donald and Uncle
Yeah.
Scrooge for money.
Please, Uncle Donald, I promise to be a good boy.
The new DuckTales is alright. Not great.
Oh, is it out?
Yeah. Well, just the first episode.
I want to watch it.
And as I said, it's a nice 7 out of 10, clearly feeling their way through it.
Which is good, I
But
think.
it has an arc, which is neat.
I want to see it. I want to see the DuckTales.
But it's clearly 10 as Dr. Scrooge. I mean, Uncle Scrooge. Like, clearly that's 10.
It's him. It's clearly.
He's very Scottish.
Yeah, so that's what what I want for Iron Fist. I don't know what I want for Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
It's because they're closed. Like, when I watched, especially Jessica Jones,
Yeah.
like, why would you have a second season?
There's
Like,
that.
Like, her arc is closed because they solidified her, like, the entire, like, how did I become like this? How did I become a shit Luke Cage?
Yeah.
And she is a shit Luke Cage.
She's Luke Cage.
She can jump, I guess. But, like, they really just, like, shoved that in the end. Like, I found a thing that says this is where the experiment happened. Wow, but I'm emotionally over something now, so...
I think if ever the conflict for second arc is how to kind of crawl out of the bottle, because like in the
Stop
comics,
being garbage.
yeah, because in the comics she's not. She's a fairly well-adjusted person at the comics
Who lives in Avengers Tower.
with their kid, right? Who's growing at this point.
Yeah.
So I think if ever her second arc is to kind of get out of the trauma.
Like, be a functioning adult.
Yeah, like a functioning adult. Because we know in the Defenders, it was like, she's not a functioning adult.
Nope.
It's lampshaded early on. Right? Her coffee has booze.
Yeah, that's not okay, man.
That's not okay.
should-
That's not okay, folks.
Well, I mean, how rich are you? Like,
Hey, Tony Stark is super rich, but even then, that wasn't okay.
well, he still got away with it. No one who has that life in comics or movies gets really punished. Everyone forgives them eventually.
It's not about the punishment.
Oh yeah, because it's a wait. I forget. Is it a disease now?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a disease now, right?
So
They really can't be punished, or it's the wrong answer.
no one gets punished if you're that rich, man. We've learned this already.
Holy
in history.
Watch the Philippine news for that, especially.
Especially now.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
it's super appropriate right now.
Super. Yeah, so I think if ever, it's about that. And the more intriguing part is, does Patsy Walker
Turn into hell.
turn into Hellcat?
That would be a really weird twist, a really like mystical twist on a really gritty show. Like Jessica just walks out and like she's on fire and jumping around with a black mask.
Like, I'm Hellcat now.
But why? I thought that was just a show.
I just want to be with you, Jess.
God, there were so many moments in that like maybe they should just make out. Maybe that'll solve like a few problems. And not even because I love lesbians, but like just I think you guys don't have any other friends.
Yeah, you see, if that's the thing, wouldn't that be interesting to find out that like Patsy also doesn't have like friends?
I don't think she does.
Because right, like you never see her interact as a friend with anybody else.
Yeah, she just hangs out with Jessica. I'm hoping that you're gay or at least bi. Come on, Jess.
I'm Patsy Walker, Hellcat now. Like, what do you have powers? No.
He's just in a car. Also, I'm on fire. Please help.
I just want to be near you, Jess, because I'm lonely. Like when my show ends, I cry.
I go home to my double locked apartment because the purple man ruined private security for me. That guy was crazy.
Oh boy. Yeah, so that's my Jessica Jones one.
I'll take it. We'll watch Crazy Adventures of Hellcat.
I kind of want to watch that. I don't even mind if that's like the abandoned arc in the first part of the series. Just like, hey, just look, we can be crime fighters together. Not a crime fighter. I'm an investigator. Crime fighter.
Hero. That's also a problem with Luke Cage. He was not written to have his own arc.
Yeah.
He was written to lead into Defenders. Like
Yeah.
that entire season was an explanation of why he was in jail at the start of Defenders.
Which was not even necessary to be
No,
fair.
he just kind of like sure. Oh no. They still have the politician,
Yeah.
the one who got away.
There's the politician, and I think it's about him being a community leader.
Wow, sweet community moves, huh?
Hey, if we had a season of boardroom drama and courtroom drama, Pat, what's stopping us from having community action?
I have one request. If it's sweet community moves, Danny Rand is there.
Yes.
I want them to I want him to just show Danny Rand how
to be human.
Like,
how do people?
Don't just throw money at them to make them feel better. It makes them feel cheap. So I should throw bigger bills.
Bigger bills. So thicker stacks or bigger
denomination. I want Luke Cage to raise Danny Rand.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yes. You know what? I'm okay. Like that should be because if we had Jessica Jones and Luke Cage for about half her season, there's really no reason to not have Danny Rand and Luke Cage's show for half a season.
Yes, well, I mean, because Colleen's gonna be hanging out with Misty for no really apparent.
Besides, like Misty has a missing hand, which I'm assuming Rand will pay for.
Yeah,
because
after talking to Tony or something.
Yeah, because like unless you want to pay like a couple of million for Tony Stark to appear. For just like here's a new hand, like it's weird. It's weird.
Daughters of the Dragon, Colleen Wing.
Daughters of the Dragon. I think that's gonna be because I think she's out of the Force. I think she'll leave the Force.
Well, she has one arm and she's disillusioned.
Yeah, because there's a shot already. I think there's a clip, there's a still of season 2 of Luke Cage or I know. It's Luke and Misty, and she has a prosthetic.
Oh, she has it already.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's the in-show prosthetic or that's the
like the placeholder
or the placeholder for CG.
That's exciting, and not just because Luke Cage and Misty are married in real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're spouse, husband, wife.
Really, I didn't know that.
Or that if she's balanced wrong, she'll tip over. But no, big breasts aside, but that really looks like it hurts sometimes. Like if she tries to cover it up, it looks lewd, which I guess is a problem for her on a personal level. It could be an issue, but I'm just saying she's accurate to the comics.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be a thing. I think community leader Luke Cage.
It's gonna be the best. Like, what do you mean I can't punch everybody? Pop said move forward. He didn't say nothing about not punching nobody.
My fist goes forward and they go flying.
Always forward.
Forward.
It's just punching I'm solving community ills.
And I think that's for him. It's you said it's a closed arc for him, so there's no real like hanging thing to do.
Yeah, except for the politician. And did he kill Diamondback?
Yeah, Diamondback got kicked early.
No, that's Copperhead. Wait,
yeah.
Fuck. That's all these snake things.
Yeah, I know.
I just like the first villain more.
Yeah,
it was good.
Marshall Ali earned that one.
Good.
I'm not sure if he's dead, but I don't think it will matter. It's not that time. It's not part of the arc for them to recur.
That's true. Judas bullet. Look at me. I have an exploding bullet that's only useful in this specific instance.
Yeah. Oh boy. And I think Luke Cage really shines as someone, not as the sole protagonist. Even in the comics,
he's more of a community guy.
Yeah.
He's a team guy.
Like he's best.
He was the lead of the Mighty Avengers
and the Thunderbolts.
Really?
For a while, yeah.
That seems a little racist, but I'll let that slide. Let's have him lead the X-Cons.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. There wasn't a bunch of white guys leading this before. With that fucker Hawkeye. and Zemo. And Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
Making you a breaking tradition.
Black and an X-Con.
Why I oughta. Who's in the Thunderbolts now?
Now the leader's Bucky, currently.
I thought he died. Wait, so he got over that entire thing with Asgard and just went like, I'm over it.
Yeah, the man on the wall thing.
Yeah.
He's over that, kind of.
That was fast.
He's the one protecting Kobik.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's the first arc. I haven't followed because the art's kind of garbage.
Oh well.
So Bucky's the leader of the Thunderbolts with Kobik, and I think the only other one is Songbird there.
Of course, she's like the one that's always on any form of the Thunderbolts, wherever Dark.
Yeah, and Melissa. So that's nice. The Songbird.
Oh, like
Yeah, and I think Beetle might be still there.
He's shit.
He's kind of garbage.
He's also shit in the VS system. But
the best Beetle is the one in the Irredeemable Foes of Spider-Man.
Yes.
He's a joke.
6,000 12, 13 reservist. I think he was shit.
Yeah.
He was shit. He was a shit card. That's all I remember from that guy.
But weren't there like 2 Beatles? Like this
one was good. I think it was a legendary or something. Thank God this is when we were playing card games. This was before we had the 4th rare, which is in all card games now.
Really?
Everything has the rare and the super rare.
Ugh. Magic has interesting
Mythic rares.
New worlds. The next set is interesting.
Yeah, I've been seeing weird stuff about it, and their lands transform now.
It's Aztec pirates.
Yes, and dinosaurs.
Have you seen the sun avatar? Who's
Yes.
giant dinosaur.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was fun. It seems fun. I would go back to Magic if I were a billionaire.
Yeah, drugs is literally cheaper.
Yeah, drugs is cheaper.
Yeah. Alright, so that's for Luke.
That's for Luke. Yeah, I mean
That's for Jessica. So Daredevil.
Daredevil, the bullseye. But
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, what else, right?
But I don't see them, because they didn't end the season friends.
Yeah.
They ended the season with very individual endings.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like they were sitting in
It's an X pattern, right? So they kind of merge in the middle and then they split back.
And they didn't even show us how they drifted away, which is very weird. Like there's
weird.
There's no promise that they'll even try. Unlike with Avengers 1 and 2, where there was clearly like we might do this again.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, the one they kind of gave us was the whole. They all they kind of showed that they cared about each other enough.
Yeah.
That they might not keep in touch. They
But
are at
they'll
least
make an effort.
Yeah, they're not antagonistic with each other.
And no, you know what? This is management overthink, because this is a management person telling a writer, set it up for their next seasons. But what about the closure of the story? Set it up for their next seasons.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
They got set up for the next seasons instead of having a real closure to their story.
But if you close it now,
no, you should still close it, because they don't have the discussion of like, how did this change us as people?
I think it's that there's a lot of plot, but not a lot of story.
Yes.
At least resolution of story.
Also, it is possible to overwrite something.
Yeah, you can totally overwrite something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's where we are for Defenders. I am still excited to see what's next. Punisher's up next, for one. I mean,
I am so happy that guy got a job.
Same,
I've been a
same.
huge fan of him since Walking Dead. Like, this is a Shane I don't mind sticking around. The cuckolding motherfucker. That guy like made the farm season very bearable, where they were just sitting in a farm looking for that one girl who was in the barn all along. When
that zombie girl?
Yeah, Sophia. We're like, this Shane, make some shit happen.
Yeah.
Piss somebody off.
Yeah.
I will watch this.
I couldn't remember where I saw him before Walking Dead, but I know I like him. He's a good actor.
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
Good lord, the cemetery scene alone. That was like, this guy needs to go places.
The cemetery scene is one of the, on paper it shouldn't work.
Because it's one shot. It's a shot of a guy crying.
Yeah, it's like an extended shot of a guy crying. Oh, for an action show.
Yeah. After a hard action scene.
Yeah, but like it works. He makes the scene work.
And I'm not even. I wouldn't be surprised if I heard like the actor, if Charlie Day was just actually crying on set there. Because like Daredevil was also like sniffling. We're like, oh, I get it, but that might not have needed to be scripted. It would just happen because that's really sad.
Because the brilliant part of that scene is that at one point he garbles, he just mumbles,
It becomes
incoherent, right? And it doesn't matter.
You know what he's trying to say.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you don't hear the words. And very few times can you kind of get away with that.
Yeah. Stop communicating to communicate better.
Yeah, that's a really risky move.
Especially in an action show.
It's an action show, because now you're talking about really... It's one thing... I mean, the action shows there's a bunch of them.
They have quiet moments and those matter too.
But also, like, this is the kind of... There are action shows that are very serious, and there are action shows that, like, fight ninjas.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and
this was Fight Ninjas.
This was a Fight Ninjas kind of show. So if you're talking about PTSD, with the PTSD suffering soldier crying in the graveyard...
Talking about his dead family.
Like, that's a huge risk, drama-wise.
We are changing the tone. Which is weird, because the next episode was ninjas.
Ninjas. like, back to your regular programming.
Sorry about that. We were trying for the Oscar and we got it.
We're just looking for an Emmy nod. We're just literally looking for an Emmy nod.
No, we don't need to win.
Just a nod. Just a nomination.
We want to be acknowledged.
Again, that's it. That's all the time we have for today.
That's it. Yeah.
And so, how do we go? How do you do this? We'll try to get back to you guys in a week.
We'll try to stop talking about pedophilia, and I'm only mentioning it for the rule of three.
Nice, nailed it.
Alright,
All right.
This has been Patinator,
And it's Ponzi.
and we'll see you later.
Bye bye.